morning, Harold.
Good morning, Kim.
It's very good of you to come in and see me. As you know, the Bowls Club selectors have invited me to talk to the team that are going to be competing in the two-day carnival to see if there's something that I may be able to assist you with. As a qualified nutritional health coach, I'm in the position to look at your dietary intake and see if there's somewhere there that may be able to assist. So the club have given me your 24-hour dietary plan that you did at the last carnival, which gives me a great insight into what food and fluids that you intake. So I can make recommendations, but the actual game of lawn bowls, I'm afraid I don't know much about it, so you'll need to explain to me what's involved in this two-day carnival.
Well, when you're skipping, you have to, well, you stand. You have to play 3 games of 2.5 hours each day, and the skip has to stand at the end of the green for those whole 3 times 2.5 is 7.5 hours.
Wow. Okay.
Which and direct the other players where he wants them to play their bowls and all that sort of stuff. And I find that it takes a fair bit out of you, especially when you're getting a few years on you.
Yeah. So you don't get any rest periods in that 2.5 hours at all?
No, it's just 2.5 hours straight.
Straight through?
Straight through, yeah.
Right, so skip, that's the position you're playing, is it?
Yes.
That's what it's called?
Yes.
And what does that actually mean?
Well, that means that you're the boss of the team and you tell the other players where and how they've got to play their bowls and all that sort of stuff.
Okay, so you're concentrating the whole time?
A lot of concentration.
A lot of concentration. Right, okay, all right. And so how do you feel, like at the beginning of the game, how are you feeling?
Oh, yeah, good.
Yeah.
I'm up, ready to go.
Ready to go, yeah. And then what happens over that 2.5 hours? How are you feeling?
Oh, well, yeah, by the time you've been in there, say, for an hour and a half, start sort of lagging a little bit, you know. By the end of the day, it's, down.
Yeah. Do you mean physically or mentally?
Well, both, physically and mentally, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because you've had to concentrate for all that time.
Right.
And, it's a fair bit of physical activity too, bowling. So.
Yeah. But it seems like there is a lot more mind work there than I thought.
Oh, yeah, there is a lot of, because you've got to sort of try to outguess the opposition.
Right, okay.
As to where they're going to play and how they're going to play, so, yeah.
And that's your it's the boss.
Yeah.
The skip, so to speak.
Yeah. So
if you're not concentrating and right on it, that lets the whole team down.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So during the 2.5 hours you're standing there the whole time?
Yep.
You don't get any breaks?
No.
So there's no opportunities. Do they have water or anything out there for people?
Oh, they usually have the big container of cold water there.
Mm-hmm.
And as you come back to the clubhouse, you can race in and grab a glass of water. But I don't drink a lot of water.
Right. Okay. Why is that?
I just have never ever drank a lot of water. Right throughout my life.
Okay. Right. Because I see here on this 24-hour dietary plan, you've got black tea a couple of times during the day that you've had that with a bit of honey.
Yeah.
So obviously that's got water in it.
Yeah.
That's positive, but tea itself is a bit of a diuretic.
Yeah.
So it actually helps lead to dehydration. Yeah. Even though you're having fluid.
Yeah, I've been told that.
Right. And I see, actually the meals that the club is supplying, like your morning tea, the lunch and the afternoon tea and the dinner, it's great. You know, it's covering the Australian dietary guidelines. You've got all your correct fruit, vegetables, carbohydrates. There's a good assortment, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The biggest concern I have with the plan here is that the club's using white bread all the time, so I will recommend to the club that they at least offer whole grain bread or encourage whole grain.
Yeah.
Because whole grain's got a lower GI and it will actually stabilise your blood sugars a little bit better over a longer period.
Oh, yeah.
The lunchtime food that they've got with the mashed potatoes, and that's very high GI, and that can really spike your blood levels. So that with the white bread is not a really good combination. Do you find, actually, well, you tell me, after you've had lunch, that nice lunch, pumpkin, mashed potato, carrots, peas, cauliflower, corned beef, white bread and butter, after you've eaten that big lunch, how do you feel when you go back out?
Well, yeah, you got a bit more energy, but it doesn't seem to last long.
Right. Yeah. Well, the vegetables are great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would be recommending try to, if not eliminate the mashed potato and the white bread, cut down on the potato and add more vegetables, and definitely go for the whole grain. And then you'll find that your blood sugars will be a little bit stabilised over a longer period.
Yeah.
It might just give you that little bit longer bit of energy. The other area, which I'm sure is all part of the game, with bowls, especially these carnivals.
Carnival is big time energy using things, like 2 days of say 7.5 hours standing there mentally. I don't know how I can put this, but yeah, a big mental load as well as physical.
Well, as I said about the water and the tea, with this diet, the one area that I think would really benefit you is when you're coming in for lunch, and I see afternoon tea, and then at the end of the game, each time you're having a vodka, soda and lime.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying don't. What I'm saying, what I would prefer is that instead of having the one at lunch and the one at afternoon tea, try to just have water instead, because you need more fluids. And you'll find soda water is actually a bit deceiving because it's full of bubbles and it fills you up and you feel like you've drunk more than you have. But the vodka, the alcohol, is a diuretic. It's going to increase dehydration. And I think from talking to you, one of the main areas what's happening now is you're not having enough fluids. So as the sessions are going, your perceptions are being altered. You're not keeping those fine motor skills. You're not concentrating enough. Fluid is extremely important for concentration, for your brain, for thinking. Being dehydrated even hinders balance and coordination.
Yeah.
It's a very, very, very big part of your diet. You could help in the morning. I can see that you love your cup of tea. But after you've had a cup of tea before you get to the club and you then have a coffee, maybe have a couple of glasses of water in between. Or instead, if you can, just on these days that you're doing the competition, and morning tea, lunchtime, try and not have that vodka. Just go for a glass of water. The afternoon tea, definitely try and go for water if you can. Afternoon, when you finish the game, great, have a couple of vodkas then. You'll probably enjoy them more, you'll be more relaxed. And you probably would have played a much better game.
That'll relax me better.
Other things that I can suggest, and I'll talk to the club about this, is that they make the water containers more readily available at the end of each green, so that while instead of having to walk all the way over to the club room to get a glass of water, if they have small containers of water behind each green, every 4 ends, every half an hour, try and have a cup of water, and that'll just keep your levels up more consistent. That's something to aim for. The other thing that might actually help you too is you're not eating in that 2.5 hours. Maybe have a little snack sitting there, like a small banana or a muesli bar or some nuts. And if not every 4 ends, maybe every 8 ends, just grab a handful while you're standing there and you're directing your traffic. I'm sure you could just have a quick little nibble. It's all these small things that will make a difference over the period. And yes, as the selectors have said, I'm going to talk to each person in the team. Looking at the dietary plans that you've given me seems to be fairly similar, other than the other fellas seem to have beer instead of vodka. It's still alcohol. And yeah, for the team as a whole, I think, I can really benefit. Just those very small changes. What I'll do is after you finish the 2-day carnival, I'll come and talk to you all again and we'll go through in details, what you did follow, how you felt. I'll give you a little diary so that you can fill it in and let me know, well, we did eat that, I did felt like this, I felt good here, I felt bad there. Overall, the food's good. I like this, the crackers with the tomato and cheese and the fruit bread, morning tea, lunch definitely great, the corned beef and veggies, afternoon tea, mixed sandwiches. What do they usually put in the mixed sandwiches?
Corned beef and pickles, tomato, ham and tomato, egg and lettuce, and sometimes they have tinned fish.
Oh, okay. Why are you laughing at that?
Because I can't stand it.
Oh, okay. Well, fish is actually very good for the brain.
Well.
Yeah. But anyway, if you have a selection, a variety, the variety is good. And spaghetti bolognese for dinner. And they were saying that, they do actually have virtually half of the mixed vegetables in the mix. That's good to get another mix of vegetables going.
Yeah.
Apple pie and custard, I assume that's homemade by one of the ladies?
No, it's not. It's all bought.
All bought, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Well, it must be a favourite, though.
Yeah, I think it's simple. That's why they get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you've got some fruit there. You've got some custard, so you've got a bit of dairy. So overall, yeah. So in summary, my recommendations is I'll talk to the club about wholemeal bread.
Yep.
For yourself, if you can try and drink a little bit more water, a couple of glasses of water before you actually go out on the green. I'll also talk to the club about the water placement at the ends. So every 4 ends, if you can try and think of it, have one of the small glasses of water.
Yeah.
When you come in for lunch and afternoon tea, try and avoid the vodka. Try and go for the water if you can.
Yeah.
And even at the end, try and have, before you have that celebratory vodka, maybe have a glass of water before you have the vodka. And water before you go to bed. You're out in the sun that whole time. You really want to aim to be drinking 2.5-3 litres of water over the whole day, at least.
Yeah.
That sounds a lot.
Summertime, the October Carnival we play, it's a lot of sweating goes on out in the sun.
Well, then you'd want to be drinking even more.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried adding a bit of lemon or orange or lime to the water?
No, I did try putting cordial in it, but that was sort of, I don't know.
sweetness.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, maybe try a bit of fruit. It might be enough just to take the edge off the water and make it more enjoyable. And you don't have to drink the whole glass solid, you know, just even sipping at it.
Yeah.
Alright, now what questions? What have you got? What would you like to ask me?
Well, I don't know that really. What questions can I ask you?
Is that straightforward what we've discussed?
Yeah. It's, well, when you stop and think about it, it makes sense.
Okay. And do you think it's achievable?
Yeah, well, I'll give it a good go.
Well, that's all that we can ask.
Yeah.
I'm not here to change your life around, just to make suggestions to help.
It'll probably take a lot of willpower not to have those vodkas. Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Well, that's good.
Mm.
Yeah, that's all we can ask. Yeah. Alright, well, I'll come back and talk to you at the end.
Yeah.
And we'll review it, see how you went, see how the team went.
Yeah.
Hopefully you have a big win.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Alright, well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
And I'll see you in a couple of weeks after the big match. And
Yep.
Yeah.
Righto.
Thank you.